Title: Lessons in Purgatory. I never thought I'd find myself in a place like this. The fog swirls like the confusion in my mind, and the eerie silence envelops me. I expect something, anything, to break it. Then, just ahead, a flash of red catches my eye, a brilliant shiny car that gleams even in the ghostly light. "Hi, I'm Mr. Joseph. Today we're going to learn some maths," the voice calls out cheerfully, yet somehow menacing. It is the only sound that resonates in the desolate void. Each syllable drapes over my senses like a weight, an anchor in this purgatorial limbo. I squint into the haze, and there he stands. A middle-aged man with wild curly hair and thick glasses, staring at me with an unsettling grin. He wears a black suit, slightly disheveled, but clean enough to hint at some semblance of order and chaos. His red car, a convertible, is parked imperiously beside him, the paint gleaming defiantly in the murky gloom. "Have you ever learned maths before?" he continues, holding a pencil aloft like a sword. "Let's get started." And with that, he takes a step toward me, moving in a way that feels both exaggerated and cartoonish. My heart races. This was no ordinary teacher. This was Mr. Joseph, my private maths tutor, who had ominously cornered me in my nightmares. I glance over my shoulder, an instinctive urgency gripping me. I can't stay here. This was the man who pursued me relentlessly during our sessions, only to arrive unannounced when I least expected it. Mr. Joseph had an uncanny ability to appear, no matter how far I ran or how quickly I moved. I could feel his presence drawing closer, as if he possessed the same maddening endurance I lacked. "Tim, you can't escape numbers," he chortled, his laughter echoing through the emptiness, peeling back layers of sanity that I'd been desperately trying to retain. I sprint toward my own car, a rusty old thing that had seen far better days. Heart pounding, I fumble with the keys, my fingers shaking uncontrollably as I fished for the familiar weight. I finally find them, inserting the key into the ignition and praying it would start. It roars to life. I throw it into gear and speed off down an unseen road, tires squealing against the tainted asphalt. The background blurs like some forgotten dream, the environment folding into itself as a kaleidoscope of colors spirals past. But the thrills are short-lived, as I see the flash of crimson in my rearview mirror. He's right behind me, somehow keeping up, holding that manic grin as if he were swimming effortlessly in these gripping depths of purgatory. "Why can't you just leave me alone?" I scream, clutching the wheel, the fearful weight of my voice bouncing back at me from the empty shadows of this deserted place. I catch glimpses of Mr. Joseph's car maneuvering with impossible agility, the red surface glistening with a sinister sheen. The road twists and turns, the fog thickening, but he is relentless. "Every problem has a solution, Tim, and you will find it, one way or another." His voice carried an eerie sense of glee, far too cheerful for the harrowing chase we were locked in. "Enough!" I yell, trying to outmaneuver him. My fingers tighten on the steering wheel. I veer left, then right, hoping to lose him among the mist-shrouded trees that flank the road. Yet, just as I hoped for a space to breathe, I feel a shuddering pressure. That dread is all-encompassing. His car glides effortlessly beside me, the driver's door swinging open. "Math is everywhere, Tim," he exclaims, and his laughter sends shivers racing down my spine. He continues to chase, as if he were the wind itself, effortlessly gliding alongside me. Each word is punctuated with manic enthusiasm that rattles my nerves. Every rational thought screams for me to stop. Maybe if I just learned enough, he would let me go. But the more I think about it, the more frantic my attempts become. He is lurking in every shadow, each fleeting glance revealing bits and pieces of his madness. Suddenly, the road disappears ahead, plunging into a chasm lined with jagged rocks and cerulean water swirling in the depths below. Panic floods my heart as I slam the brakes, my tires screeching against the pavement, but it's too late. Moments later, I hear the whine of acceleration beside me, and Mr. Joseph's red car races forward directly into the void. "Math is the key to freedom," comes the echoing shout as he hurtles into the abyss. Time seems to slow as I watch the flash of red disappear, consumed by the depths of whatever awaited him at the bottom. A silence fills the air, heavy and somber, resonating with the absence of his relentless cheer. The void closes in around me. Alone. Was it over? I sit in stillness, my heartbeat slowly fading into the background. The weight of his lesson hangs ominously, an eternal reminder of the numbers I never understood, drifting through my consciousness. Finally, I take a deep breath, allowing the fear to seep away as I grapple with the silence. But deep down, I can't shake the feeling that this is far from done. Perhaps I was destined to continue my lessons in purgatory, destined to learn, whether I wanted to or not. "Hello?" I call into the emptiness, my voice trembling. "Mr. Joseph?" But there is only silence for now, the echoes of numbers weaving in and out of my mind like ghosts waiting to be awakened. This gap was not an end, merely a pause, and perhaps, at some indeterminate point, he would return again, carrying his relentless enthusiasm and the lessons I feared would never truly end. Title: Lessons in Purgatory.